Another airplane. It's like every time that I get online, here's an airplane. Or maybe I'm just noticing it when I'm online. You don't really hear it any other time. How are you guys doing? How's the world where you are? Right? It's like, how's the world? Yeah, where you are. We're not all in the same location. I'm just gonna put this in. This helps me hear if the sound is right on the video. You can. Let me see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay. All right. So I want to do a collective. Okay. So give everyone some understanding, but also an opportunity to like reflect on what's happening in the current. So let me tell you what's going on with me. First of all, um, I woke this morning to find, well, I wouldn't say I woke this morning. I figured out this morning, well, late last night, that I have bees in my wall, like bumblebees, in my bedroom wall. Bumblebees. I've never heard of such. Okay, seriously. I was like, how did I get there? Like, listen, this is the world. So when I say, "Hey, Sarah, how are you? Good to see you, Sarah Louise." Oh no. Okay. No. Happy Saturday to you. Listen, bumblebees in my wall. So after crying, no, I didn't cry. I don't cry. Okay, but I was definitely upset because, geez, let me. All I can think about is money. Like this is gonna cost money. Like, money, right? All right. After reflecting on that, oh, whenever something really happens, like especially like with animals or like synchronicities and stuff like that, I always want to like look at the spiritual meaning, right? Because like dragonflies and ladybugs have a positive spiritual meaning, and I like to see how that applies to my current life and where I am. So I had to do some research, and I'm going to show you or share with you what I found. Okay. Yeah. So did I save it? I know I did. Uh, yeah, I know I did. Here, exactly. It's got to be right in here somewhere. Okay. Yep. It's right here. Isn't it? Okay. Boom. Yeah. So I was like, what is the spiritual meaning of bees in my bedroom wall? Seriously. So it says a bee. Yeah, a bee in your spirit in your bedroom wall can spiritually signify hard work, community, wisdom, wealth, or a call to take control of your life. Okay. All right. It says, depending on the cultural context and the specific details of the encounter, in many cultures, bees are seen as messengers, bringing good luck and prosperity, while others view them as a reminder to be diligent and work harmoniously with others. Okay. So, like, and then another message is like specifically the fact that they're in your bedroom wall, such an intimate space. It, focuses more on like you, right? Like things you need to, I should have took a screenshot. Um, that you need to like correct within you. I'm gonna find it because I wanted to share that part. Let me go back one. Okay. 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 So it says, since they have nested within a private personal space like your bedroom, this can also signal a need for introspection regarding your personal power and relationships. It made me reflect. Okay. It definitely made me reflect. All right. It talked about, okay, yeah. Power of your home, especially of person Kate, boom, boom. Yeah, we got that part. Yeah. So it made me reflect. So not only is there an irritation to bees being in my wall, because now I have to spend money to get them out. Okay. And fix my wall. Okay. You know, you can tell all that. I know God will work all that out. Okay. They're gonna get the bees on Tuesday. Long story. But I'm going to accept or receive the spiritual message to it as well. Okay. So let's see in the collective message for today if there's any connection to the bees and the message. Let's see. I want to use the Wisdom of the Oracle deck again. It's one of my favorite decks when it comes to Oracle. It's definitely one of my favorite. Um, because it just, gets straight to the point and it's real clear. But also, um, because I feel like it's aligned to where I am right now in my life and how I want to grow spiritually and correct or not correct, grow. Just in general. Okay. So tap in with me. Holy Spirit, angels in heaven, what message is most appropriate for the collective at this time? Please remove any negative energies, okay, from this message and give a message that will be beneficial to everyone that hears it. Okay. What message is most appropriate for the collective at this time? In Jesus' name. Amen. Yeah. Thank you so very much. You ready? I see what's at the bottom. Never ending story. Upright. Okay. So this is the never ending story upright. Now, I believe in this message, um, it's like maybe when things are like reoccurring over and over and over again. In the picture, you can kind of see it's a bug. It's a bug. What type of bug is it? It's like a furry. She's still a bug. Okay. She got wings and stuff. All right. So in the message, I think it's about stuff like reoccurring over and over again. It's like a never ending story, but also like she looks very stressed in this picture. And it's the number 37, which reduces to 10. And the number 10 is about like closing out cycles. It's like, finishing up something. It's the end of something. Okay. So I'm gonna put it down, okay, in case it means anything. But let's see for the collective spirit, what message is most appropriate for the collective today, Saturday, September 6th. It can be, any day that you receive the message because time is fluid and yeah, let's have some fun today. Hey, Divination, how are you? Let's see, for the collective. Hmm. Okay. Message for the collective today, Spirit. What message is most appropriate for the collective today? It's for the highest good of all that hear the message. All right. The message is to the sea in reverse, number 7. Okay. Now, to the sea upright looks like this, so we can get the picture and everything. But this is the reverse message. Number 7 is the divine number. So it could be like maybe not following the direction of the divine, or it's a collective message, we, right? And the bottom of the deck says regeneration, number 46, which also reduces to 10. And it's about a cycle closing. So maybe we're not listening to spirit when it comes to something that is closing. Okay. Regeneration is number 46. Okay. Let's see. We got it. Let's get it. All right. What you say, girl? Okay. Here we go. Ready? Okay. Oh, my glasses. Like, how am I supposed to see this? Okay, here we go. Thank you for tapping in with me. Thank you for connecting with me and all of my little ups and downs and stuff. All right. So the number seven, I'm sorry, it is the number seven, but the two to see card is about being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Remember, I said like maybe we're not following the flow the spirit has for us, right? Because the cycle is closing with this 46. All right, here we go. So the reverse message says, when external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward, there is no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You are in a natural cycle, so know that things will flow again in due course. There is no cause for alarm. Stop re Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow. Even when the tide is going out, relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. An ancient mariner's saying applies to you now. When fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nets until the right time where they can go to sea. So it's just staying in flow. When something is like pushing against you, there's nothing to decipher. It is what it is. Like don't fight against it. Yeah, that's good. What this may have to do with us collective. I want to use another oracle message for it, another oracle deck. What could this is the untold truths of the heart? Okay, what a collective spirit. Please clarify this to the seed card in reverse. To the sea in reverse, right? Like not staying flow spirit, like to the sea in reverse. Because the never ending story energy is like, here we go again. All right, let's see. Why is to the sea here in reverse for the collective spirit? Please make it clear. And thank you so very much. Okay. Epiphany, realizations, understanding, awakenings. Okay. Because of apprehensive, guarded, cautious, afraid. Okay. So maybe this is about realizing that you're guarded, understanding that you're cautious, seeing that you're afraid. Okay, awakening to that. Having this epiphany of why you are apprehensive for something or whatever. Why is two to see here in reverse for the collective? The five of swords energy is the energy of uncertainty. Okay. And look what's kind of poking out there. That's the tower. Okay. The five of swords energy is uncertainty. It says mind games and control. And the wheel of fortune energy is about what's destined. Okay. You might feel like, you're being manipulated or maybe you're trying to control the change that is happening, right? Spirit's like, just stay in flow. Don't try to resist, let the pieces of the puzzle fall together. If you try to do things your way, right? You may kind of mess up the flow. Okay, you messing up, what God, spirit, source, angels is trying to put together. Because to be the two to see card is saying returning to source or getting closer to source, right? So why is two to see here in reverse for the collective spirit? Okay, this is like being uncertain about change. Okay, it might be necessary for us to realize or for us to see why we are guarded, cautious, or afraid, or um, you know, awaken to the fact that we are. To the sea in reverse. Okay. It's the temperance energy. It didn't turn over. But spirit's like, just be okay with the movement. Like it's like relax, relate, and release. Like just relax, just flow with it. Okay, because there's definitely worry. Seven of Cups and a Four of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. It says fantasy and temptation. You may even feel as if like whatever's happening, this change, this movement, this destined um tower that's coming through in your life, right? Um, you could be like apprehensive or afraid or trying to control it, right? And therefore maybe holding back, okay, from that change. The death energy is about transformation and change and transition, okay. The worry, the stress and the concern may be causing us to hold back from change, okay. Spirit's like, just go with it, okay. If you're receiving resistance, it's not a mistake, okay. It's nothing to decipher. It is what it is. Let it happen. Okay. Wise to the sea here in reverse. Ooh, I like it. The Fool, the Page of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the Fool energy is about stepping out on faith, right? It's just activation. It's like allowing the wheel to move. It's like going with it. So you know how like you ever play Devil Dutch? Okay, I'm getting the energy of like you know someone like turning the ropes and it's like, you know, in, it's like he's a duel. He's like and you wait right into his time, right? And you jump in and you go with it. So that's like the Fool energy, right? The Page of Swords energy is I know or I'm interested or I I'm a part of. It's like it's destined with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like um don't allow the worry or confusion to like impact your activation or your jump in or your trust in this change, okay, because the Eight of Swords energy is being stuck, self-imposed stuck, you know, us doing this to ourselves, okay. Yeah, maybe even with a person, okay. King of Pentacles can be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but it's a masculine energy. um like being stuck even with a person, okay? Like your uncertainty or your apprehensive energy, okay? And it's all because of regeneration. Regeneration is number 46, reduces to 10, closing out a cycle. Let's get to message. It's regeneration upright. And it says this. So regeneration is about rebirth, second chances, and new opportunities. This is the message. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. Like, don't resist it, just allow it. Okay. Right. That could be the message that the spirit was trying to give me with the bees. Like you got so much going for you, got so much coming in for you. It's about um allowing the will to move, allowing it to turn. Why is regeneration here for the collective spirit? Why is regeneration here for the collective? Okay. So we have emotional whirlwind, affected, dramatic, unstable. Okay. And depth, complexity, awareness, importance. Okay. Um, mhm. I just like things to be lined up. And it's because of spiritual connection, deep love, soulmates, unity. Right? Okay. If something has been rather dramatic, unstable, like all over the place, I feel like there's a reason why, okay, with the depth energy, it's not by mistake, okay? And it could be because something is a spiritual connection, or it could be because the spiritual connection is coming in. So let's clarify the message, collector. Okay. Because it did give the energy of kind of being mentally conflicted, uncertain, unsure about taking a leap of faith, but knowing it's destined. Okay. All right. Why is regeneration here for the collective? See? Did you see it? The Emperor. Okay. This is about being in control, stepping up, taking ownership, knowing exactly what you're doing, realization, right, of your actions to allow things to move into a better state, right? So this, regeneration, why is regeneration here for the collective? This message didn't turn over, but it's the Four of Pentacles. There could have been an energy of holding back and avoiding, right? This could be something that was held back and avoided, okay? And maybe because with the Nine of Wands energy, someone was going through a rough patch. The Nine of Wands energy is the wounded warrior. On the card, it says trials and tribulations, right? So this could be like someone that's taking control of a situation and maybe coming out of an energy of like trials and tribulations, okay? Taking control of those trials and tribulations. If something has been dramatic or unstable, there's a reason, okay? Hey, Bishop. Ooh, look, the Ace of Wands, the Strength card, and the Four of Wands. There's definitely a reason. There's definitely a reason. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, still giving you the Eight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Okay. Look at the past and how it's keeping you restricted. The Seven of Pentacles is like an evaluation. Six of Cups is like past memories, relationships, nostalgia, whatever. Look at your past and how it's keeping you restricted. Okay. And this is about taking control of those Nine of Wands, that those trials and tribulations. Okay. There's a new beginning here with the Ace of Wands. Okay. But with the Strength card and the Four of Wands, there's resistance as well. Mhm. So if something is dramatic, unstable, all over the place, there's a reason why. It's not by coincidence. Okay. Now the overall energy that was on the bottom of the deck was never ending story. Okay. Let's get that message real quick. Because never ending story is like something that's going over and over and over again. It's a reason. Number 37, which also reduces to 10, okay, says this. It's about self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. There's a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable, and easily soothed. Okay? You are not your story. This is not it. Okay? So, spirit's like, allow it to move. If things are going crazy, if things are unstable, there's a reason. Okay? You need to realize that you are guarded and apprehensive. Okay? Why is never ending story here for the collective, for us? Why is never ending story here? Look, the secret admirer is about suppressing resistance, shyness, right? Suppression, resistance, shyness with elusive on the bottom because something is just uncertain. I'm not sure, right? Why is never ending story here? It came right out. Spirit's like, no, I want that to come out. Okay. I thought it was a mistake. Spirit's like, no, that's the card. Okay. The feminine energy is on the bottom with better off right behind that. All right. So it's like the feminine energy is happy and clear head space. All right. But the never ending story might put you in the energy of like not seeing that. Like you might be going into a better headspace, feeling more happy, feeling more positive. But things being like the never ending story makes you might make you feel like you don't see that or you can't see that. And maybe I couldn't see that, right? By the bees. It's like I'm in a better space, but the bees is like, well, maybe not. Like, it can make you feel. I remember I was talking about that the other day, and I'm like, you know, I'm like complaining about the negatives, but no, remember the positives, okay, and how they might outweigh. Yeah, it's justice. It's right. Justice for you to have this victory, this success, this achievement. Okay, this is what spirit wants for you, but we have to allow the will to move. Yeah. The Seven of Pentacles energy and the Six of Cups. Spirit's like, look at the past and how it's keeping you stuck. What about it do you need to release? Never ending story. hmm Why is never ending story here for the collective, for us? It's justice for us to have that victory. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands is us not trusting in our abilities, us not trusting in our confidence, us not trusting or believing in our I said abilities, right? Because of Three of Cups, other people, okay, associates, connections, stuck with that King of Pentacles. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, thank you, Gary. Mm. Listen, the star energy and the King of Swords. Okay, this is healing communication that's coming through. Something that could have been very stressful. You'll see clearly what's going on. All right. It's going to make you very happy. But with the star energy, it's healing communication. hmm Healing communication is coming through. Anything else for the collective spirit? Okay. The Ten of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. If something has been that weight, okay, the Ten of Wands is a 10. If something has been heavy, it has been a burden, it has been like one thing after another, like the never ending story. Here we go again. It ain't doing nothing but holding you up, Knight of Pentacles. And with the Five of Pentacles, it's time to let it go. Okay? Because of the Ace of Swords. Spirit has so much more for you, okay, which literally says breakthrough and awareness. Spirit has so much more for you and I. Okay. So we need to let go of that weight. Here we go again. Spirit's like, you're not staying in flow. Okay. If something is, going up and down, repeated occurrences, uh, here we go again. It is not something for you to decipher. It is that. Seriously. Three of Swords and Two of Cups. It is not good for you. Okay. You're not gonna get any type of blessing from it. So I receive it, God. I do. Take it and go with it. That's what I had for you, shit. Thank you, Bishop, for helping me because I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Thank you, Gary, for joining us today. That is not the right. That's how I be messing up. Okay. Thank you to Sarah for coming through, Divination for coming through. I love y'all. I really, really do. And then we're gonna take my advice. What I'm gonna do today, because I'm not saying I have to pay for those fees, $350 to Oregon. So we're not gonna worry about that. Okay. We're gonna trust the process. You know. And then but so what I'm gonna do today, I think I'm gonna do some meditation, might go for a walk, do a spiritual cleanse. September 7th is the lunar eclipse in Pisces. If you have some water, put your water out, get you some moon water. I heard it online. I forgot who I was listening to. I forgot her name. But she said, put some just put some water out, and make you some moon water. So it's going, be real beneficial for you in the future to use. Okay. So make your moon water on September 7th. And if you can get rainwater, she said, like from a storm or rain, that's even better. Use that water. Okay. But put your some moon water out, purified water, make you some moon water. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna focus on just cleansing and doing some of the things that I've been wanting to do. You know how you like, oh, I want to do this, but I don't have time. Well, I got time because my daughters are gone. I got time to myself, and I'm gonna do some me stuff. Let me give myself a facial, that type of thing. So I wish you guys a peaceful, blessed Saturday. And I'll see you later. Bye.